Good morning, everyone. It's Rita here, and today is Trash It Tuesday. So, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted to use one of these Amazon brown bag padded paper bags. Yeah. And so I was trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I want to make this the cover of the journal that I'm making. Gosh, it's been so long since I talked to anybody. What is it called? Shabby Chic Christmas. I am out of the loop for a while here. So anyway, that's what I want to do. Well, I had a smaller one, and the smaller one is actually the perfect size for one signature, but I'm going to have more than one signature in this journal. So it's not going to work on this time for this, but I saw a video and I cannot find it again. And I'm hoping I can remember kind of what she did. But all I do remember is, I don't know if she had a paper bag, it might have been like a grocery bag or something. And what she did was she just put the spine on top of that and covered the whole thing. And the spine is kind of like built in like that. So if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I thought I would give that a try. And I plan to put the elastic ties, or I might just use a jute or ribbon or something like that and tie it in. Okay, so this one here was, I want to say 14. I'm not sure if I have a ruler. I think it was like 14 inches long. I don't know how I measured that. Anyway, but I did find the center. Okay, I know how it was 14 because I had the center here, and it goes to 7.5, so it's basically 15 inches. But I wanted to get the very center of this because I want to cut this to what we need. Now I know it's 12 inches going this direction, and so I marked it at 1.5 from here and 1.5 from here, which gives me 9 inches in between here. So here and here gives me 9 inches. Okay, so I'm going to try to cut this apart because I can't use all of this page. And I don't know if I can do it on this one. Let's see if I can do the short edges first. So this edge, because of the page that I need to put in here, I made this a little taller because I'm going to put those 3 eyelets in on the spine. So we need to come out this far, which is, I've got every ruler in the house out because I don't only have one of these envelopes. They usually send me those ones that are in the blue ones, you know, the plastic. So it's 5.5. Well, I'm going to go a little more than that. I could have a little extra. So let's go 5 3/4. I don't think I need to go all the way to 6. Although if I go to 6, I'm safe, right? So let's go out to 6. Okay. So let me cut this side off. So I hope everybody's doing well. I'm okay. There's a little bit of, well, I'm still kind of in pain. It's not as bad as it was, but it was more like I couldn't get up. I couldn't sit down because it would hurt, you know. Why isn't that cutting? I just cut cardboard with it. can go on this side. Always something. So this edge, because you can see those little white dots inside, I'm probably going to sew around all of this edge. Doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, I could have almost ripped it. Okay, this one is 6 inches again. Move it up this side here. So I did a lot of watching, and that's why I can't find a lot of YouTube watching, and that's why I can't find, this paper may not be quite straight, so I'll just use this as the guide. So I had gone back in my history and all that, and I could not find it, so I just finally gave up. So if anybody knows that somebody did that with the paper. And then, you know, when you find somebody that you think it might be, then the next video is not them again, it's somebody else. So it just gets really hard. Okay, now let's go this way. I wonder if I just put it in 1.5. Make it a little easier here. That doesn't even seem straight. I'm just going to go ahead and measure this down and make sure. Because like I said, I don't have another one. I can't see there. I might just cut it with a pair of scissors. So I've been playing around with some embossing folders and stuff. I don't have any really nice embossing folders. I don't have any real pretty ones. I never did do much with those. And so it wasn't on my list to buy them. If I got them because they were like 99 cents or something. And especially when we had TJ Maxx, not TJ Maxx, but the Friday. Use this one. Tuesday mornings, I mean. When we had Tuesday mornings, you could get some really good deals. But not anymore. I don't know why they just didn't open a Tuesday morning craft shop. They could have done that. I know that like most of the stuff was probably discontinued or it didn't work out, especially the Tim Holtz, like maybe it wasn't selling like they thought, or they took it off their, you know, they discontinued it. Why is, today is Sunday and my phone keeps, Georgia, weekly report, Georgia Power. Okay, so Now I can actually use, well, I'll use this, I guess, for the inside. Maybe I'll keep this as my outside. Oh, you know what? I did it wrong. Oh, you guys, I did it wrong. I did it wrong because I want the spine, and I didn't measure from here to there. Did I? Where is my little ruler? I can't believe I did this. I believe I did it. I just wish I hadn't. So now it's only 5. The only thing I can do is add a ruffle or something. 5 1/4. Maybe I did measure it from there. I just wasn't. Okay, maybe I'm not. Okay. It's like, oh, I don't want to do that. Okay. So I thought I would double this. Put one in there and one here so that I can have a double thickness of paper. It looks so skinny. It's got to be right. Okay, let me just, this probably needs to be cut down a little bit because it's not neat. I just want to check and see what happens if I'm folding it like the book. And here's the pages in here. Yeah, they're going to be a little too short. I thought it was such a good idea, though, to do it this way. I'm going to do it this way. I just don't know how. Maybe I can just add something to this. At the end, I can add, fold over some paper and add it on. I think I'll do that. Okay, it is trash, so we'll find some other trash to glue onto it. Okay. Now, the next thing is to let's see if I'm going to put this in there too. So that would make it thicker. See, I don't even like this bubbly stuff that's coming out. So it might be a good idea to cover it. I was going to leave the brown exposed. All right, I need to punch these holes before I cover it with the fabric. So that I know where they're going to go. I feel like this needs to be trimmed off. Where's my cutter? Oh, right here. Just gonna trim it off the hair. And then when I go to put the eyelets in, I'll just Go down a little bit. Let's see if I need to trim off the other end. I tell you, you can measure and measure and measure, and it's still. Let me put this in the middle. You cut before. Okay, so that seems to be okay. And I thought I could cover the ends of these if I wanted to so they wouldn't show. But I don't know what I'm going to do for the edge now because I don't like that showing. All right, let's just punch some holes. And I measured these holes with centimeters, 3 across. So I don't know if they were centimeters. What were they? Whatever these are. So see, there's edge. So I measured between those 3 times because I had 3 signatures. Okay. I have to apologize for this. I am not sure what I'm doing because I need to mark the holes so that I can punch through, because we're not going to be able to see this because I'm going to cover it. That's my whole thing. So maybe what I need to do is secure these 2 sheets together. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so all I'm going to do is some glue stick because I am going to sew, I think, somewhere. Yeah, those darn white things. Well, they might look like snow. All right. So, I'm going to put this back on here. Center this. And I'll just draw some circles there. I tried to use my scoreboard to make this more definite, the fold, but the scoreboard just kind of wanted to rip this paper. Let me see if I can. Okay. Well, at least that's even. Okay. So now, if I sit this on here, I need to poke the holes through the other side. And I don't know, I think I can just... Yeah, I should be able to see that. Because I'll wait and... Probably should have punched these all the way through at the same time, but I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what I'm doing. It's lined up there. And I'm going to put my fabric I hope that will work. I don't think that's going to work very well. Okay, hold on. I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm going to punch all the way through. Okay, so that's pretty good. All right. And I'm going to go back in here and punch this out completely. I tried to figure this out before I even started the video, and I kind of thought I had it, and now it seems that I probably could have done a little bit more thinking, but I wanted to get my video done. I wanted to get in here and work on something. And then you can only go so far, otherwise I can't show you what I did. Because I'm not the one that, you know, does a prototype and then tries it again or does it on camera. I'm a one-time person. I've always been that way. It's like watching a movie. I only watch it once. I probably never ever watch it again unless I absolutely have to. So, okay. Now we can cover the fabric with fabric. You still need to get this side with the holes too. It's possible I could just leave it with the natural. I might. Because the signature is going to go. Okay, never mind. Let's get some fabric. So I thought I would just put some of this in here. And already I can see that I'm going to have these black sections showing. So I'm just going to rip this. I dyed this with, where is it at? Okay, I bought this. I used to use this all the time, walnut crystals. Now this says walnut ink crystals. I don't know why that is, but I got them on Amazon, and I have this in my list of Amazon on my store. it takes very, very little of this to a whole bottle of water. So even the directions don't do it, because it will be so dark that I'll show you a piece of paper. Here's one that I did with their directions, and then I actually added even a little bit more water. So if you want this really, really grungy look, then do that. But I don't want that on my fabric, so I just used a very small amount. And I did that because I know there's people out there that don't care for the smell of the coffee. I'm thinking, let's see. It's not what I was thinking. I want to go over this. I'm just wondering if I could. I was thinking these were going to show, but I don't know now if I like that. Okay, I'm just going to do it that way, because I am going to add something else to this. So, I'm going to pause here, and I'm going to go put some fusible on the back of this and iron it all down. And yeah, or maybe I better glue it down. I don't know. Let's glue it down. Let me get this, because I kind of want the fabric to go down inside of these, along these edges. I'm just going to glomp it on like this and smooth it out. I'm not worried about getting it all over the page. It doesn't have to be. Hopefully this doesn't show through my fabric. It's kind of like why I like to use the fusible web, because it kind of puts a barrier. This is going to turn out to look good. Just want you guys to know that, because it's junk journaling. And now when you're putting glue on, don't just pat it lightly. The glue will absorb into the fabric. Now this is going to be the inside, just in case you didn't know. rather use the fusible. It looks better. The glue doesn't really get... Okay. Oops. Hold on. That's kind of weird. Oh well. Let's see what happens. Okay. So how long have I been on? Probably almost time to say goodbye. All right. This has got an extra little wrinkle or a bend in it. I don't know when that happened, but we'll just live with it. But I think that's a cool way to make a spine. Just glue it in. The problem is these, you know, if you were going to sew it in, no problem, right? Be no problem. Now on the other side, I'm not sure what I want to put on there, but I do like this plaid. If I don't use it for Christmas, I will have it for another year. I don't know. I like it, but I don't know. Because even with this inside part, it kind of looks cool. I mean, I could make this the inside, actually, if I wanted. And make this the outside. The flowers are upside down. That's the right way. All right. So if I put this on the outside, below those holes, I think they would just, I think it looks Christmassy, but I want it to look vintage. And I'm just going to cut. I don't think you can rip wool. Oh, yeah. This is wool. You know, you can rip it so easily. Thought I had a little bigger piece, but I don't really want it to go all the way to the edges. So I'm just going to come here. Should be able to see the eyelet. I think I'll go ahead and rip this off because I could use a little more eyelet room. Oh, that part doesn't want to rip. Not good for my stitches. I find you do so many things that you shouldn't do when you're sore or have stitches in your belly. Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to put fusible on this backing. Now I could add more stuff to this before I glue it down. I know I'm going to sew it. I'm hoping that when I sew, a bunch of this will not show. This is all sticky in here. I was going to say I could make a pocket here and here, but it's all stuck together from the I don't know what it stuck together from. Now let's see. We could put... I could put a ruffle of this or something. I could use... Hold on. I've got other... No, that's not good. I was just thinking I could do something like patchy work kind of thing. I could do that. I need to make it a little longer. I don't think I can sew this by hand. I think it would be really tough to do that. I think I need to ink her here a little bit. See if I ink around a little bit. I am hating those white. So I've got to cover that up. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to put some of this on here. I'm just going to glue it down here. Get my sticky glue. I'm going to have to get another bottle of this, or just use the little ones. The little ones work just as good. Oh, great. Oh, I hate my life. I thought I could eyeball it and make sure it was covered. Okay, so take that off. I wonder if I should put the same color on the other side. That way it might look a little better. Let's see. Well, the time changes mess me up because I'm hungry now. And I got up this morning and I'm like, I guess it doesn't matter what side I do. The clocks were all in the weird, you know, because you first thing you look at is your, like, my Google clock. And I don't remember now what I thought, but then I looked at another clock and it was off. And I'm like, why are these clocks all wacko this morning? And then I realized it's time change. And I don't like this time of year as far as the time. I like it to stay daylight longer. But we used to do a lot of outside stuff, you know, and the lighter it was outside, the longer we could keep, you know, working on projects and stuff like that. Okay. So that's the inside of that. And let's see, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this inside this. Could have used a little bit more of that over there. Let's scoot this back a little bit. You know, there's absolutely no reason to get yourself in these situations. Have to work it out before you do it. Okay, so that I could put more fabric here. And I have some washi. What did I do with it? I made as I was playing. I don't know if it's going to look okay or not. This is that fabric tape. And I just printed on it thinking that it didn't even print on it very well, did it? Isn't that weird? I thought I was being really talented there. I think it might look good when it's laid down. But I was thinking I could just go across the top of this. No, I want to cover this edge. This is just not looking the way I anticipated it. I had not anticipated putting edges of fabric over it. All right, I'm just going to leave that for the moment. I'm trying to think, what can I use? Let me just put some of this over it. And just make it look grungy. This has got some not white enough. Just can't rip this darn stuff. Okay. And this way I can see the holes through there. Time is it? Oh, yeah, just gotta be done with this. Again, I apologize. I know you guys say don't worry about it because, you know, just watching along, but it's not. It seems never to go the way I anticipated. But I kind of like that look. I mean, it's grungy. And that's kind of like what we're going for, grungy. So I'm going to cut another piece and put it at the bottom. And then, you know, we'll find a bunch of other stuff to fill in. And I'm going to sew around this too. I'm going to have to probably do it on the sewing machine because I don't think my hands could handle this thickness of fabric. All right. When that all dries, okay, I'm going to make it work. So this, I'm going to fuse it on here like this. And I think that looks very vintagey. Let me find something to put on top just to see. I didn't really make anything for a topper. Let's see, these are our pages, some of them. And those are going to sit in here. But yes, I'm going to have to put something extension out here so I'll just put lace out there. Okay, so that's that. And I think I'll come back and show you at the end of this after I finish. I mean, even that pocket, you know, it's just, can't really see it because it's not level. Or this one I thought was a nice piece as it turned out. That would look good on there. I think it looks good. I think the plaid is I don't even care if this sticks out. Actually, I think that looks kind of very shabby and primitive looking, if I don't say so myself. I think so. And then we'll put that spine in, that binding that I want to use. I can, here's another pocket. Nothing, no. That's one wrong way. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go then. And I'll be back. I'm going to pause this, and then I'm going to try to get it sewn around and give you some idea what the eyelets look like inside. And then we'll go from there. But yeah, I'm liking it. It looks grungy, shabby. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit.